everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It's so great to see everybody here and a lot of faces I know over on this side. And I can't just express how it's great to have so many people here to support me and support us for this. So I'm here just to give you some of my story and hopefully really drive home why why it's so important to have resources like the Missoula Food Bank in a community like here in Missoula. Just to give a little background on who I am a single mom. I have two boys, ages 15 and 6. They keep me very busy. And then I'm also graduated with my bachelor's in social work just in May 2018, so it was really great to have that done. And as Jessica mentioned, I'm also part of the Level group, which has been a really great experience. And I have a full-time job. I take on part-time jobs or extra gigs as I can to help provide for my family. I'm also on the board for the Community Food and Agricultural Coalition, as well as the University of Montana Food Pantry, which have both also been very rewarding experiences. So just a little bit of history. In 2015, early 2015, after some pretty extreme trauma and life changes in my life and the life of my boys, I decided it was time to go back to school. And I really felt like going back to school was my way that I could provide more for my kids and give them a better life and give them opportunities that I didn't have. And I really saw that 4-year degree was what was going to do it. So I went back to school. While I was in school, I did take out loans and I did work part-time and used all those things to try to really provide what my family needed and work towards that goal, that solution, trying to get ourselves out of poverty. But obviously that's not enough. So I was lucky that I qualified for the SNAP benefits, Section 8, child care assistance, and Medicaid. And because I had access to those things, I was really able to concentrate on my academics and make sure that I could do a good job there, but also really concentrate on my boys and make sure that they had their mom there as they're needed, as so many families that live in poverty don't have the ability to do. But most importantly, my boys could concentrate on just being kids and learning in school and not having to worry, where their next meal was coming from or if they're gonna have a roof over their head or having, empty stomachs. So as I was starting to wrap up my degree, I was like, yes, I'm getting there. I can start making money. I can stop having assistance. I can, really do what I set out to do and provide more for my boys. I found out that wasn't quite so true. So I learned at that point that as a female in the state of Montana with a 4-year degree, the average hourly wage was $15 an hour, just over $31,000 a year. I started subtracting my expenses from that and very quickly got deflated. It's like, what did I do this for? Why did I do this? Because now I'm thousands of dollars in debt and I'm better, but not like a whole lot better, not really what the goal was. So because I do like to really paint a good picture, a realistic picture of what this looks like, I'm just gonna give you a real life story, and this is my life story. And this is really just going to show you what it's like to live in Missoula on a single income home. So, and I have given this speech before to an extent, and it does include numbers, and I always go back and revisit these numbers so that they are accurate and I'm giving the most up-to-date information. I also do revisit the information hoping that I'll be surprised and things are suddenly way better than what I thought they were going to be. This hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to give you some numbers here, numbers about my income, numbers about my bills, and don't worry, I will do the math for you so you can still relax and drink your wine and eat your soup. So from my full-time job, after taxes, I bring home $1,767 a month. Rent is $1,025. The USDA food plan, the thrifty price, which is what food stamps is based off of, says that I should be spending about $480 for myself and my boys a month on food. If any of you have teenagers, that's not quite true. And then I'm lucky enough during the school year that both my kids are in school, and I don't need childcare then, but during the summer I do. And so right now for my youngest, that's costing me about $280 a month. I'm already $18 in the hole. I've paid 3 bills and I'm already in the hole. Now all of you out there know that it takes way more than that to run a household. You have utilities and you have gas for your car, insurance, internet, phone bills, student loans that I'm supposed to pay back, right, eventually. The household essentials, and not even to mention the fact that my kids don't stop growing. And they need clothes and shoes. So at this point, luckily, I still do qualify for some assistance. And without it, I wouldn't get by. But sometimes it's not quite enough. And so I need to know, or it's really great to know, that I have the food bank to fall back on. That if in the event that I can't stretch my money enough, that my kids still won't go hungry. They still won't have to worry about empty stomachs. And I know that I could be a lot worse off than what I was. And I've come a long, long ways. And believe me, I've been way worse, way worse. But the reality is that I haven't come far enough. I haven't met that goal, but I'm not gonna stop fighting for it. I work every day to try and reach that goal for my boys. So my hope today that you guys take from this is that you really hear our stories. It's not easy to come up here and expose our lives like this. But I also really encourage you to ask us questions because we're here to help everybody understand what it's like to live this. And we're really here to give you a face to your neighbors and your community members, because it's not just us. There's plenty of us out there, like Jessica said, 49%. Yeah. And then, of course, I really do hope that you continue to support the Missoula Food Bank and Community Center. It's just such a valuable resource for us. I really do feel like situations like mine just really drive home why it's so important that we have the Missoula Food Bank. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening to my story.